Team Affinity is back and the grind is tougher than ever. I'm going to be showing you guys the fastest and best way to get through Team Affinity. Let's get into it, boys. Yo, what is going on, boys? Snats here. We're back with another video. And today we're going to be discussing Team Affinity. It's back. We're all happy about it. One of my favorite grinds in MLB The Show history. We did not have it last year. The last time we had it was in MLB The Show 21. But we did notice this year it's a little bit tougher of a grind. It's not as easy as it was in previous years that we had it. In previous years, we'd be able to just play Showdown a few times and have the entire thing done, do a couple collections, do some moments, and be completely done with it. This year, if you do that, you're at about 50%. I found a method. I'm going to show you guys what I did to complete the AL Central. As you can see here, I got it at 100%, and now I'm grinding the NL Central. And this is about 2 days worth of playing the game, and we got through it really quick. So before we get into it, if you guys are new right here, be sure to subscribe to the channel and throw a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Let's get into Team Affinity. Editing Snods here. I want to apologize while I'm talking through this Team Affinity menu. There's this weird staticky noise. I don't know why MLB The Show did it this year, but when you complete a program, they have this weird staticky noise when you click into the program. I don't know why it does that, but I just want to jump in real quick and apologize for that sound. You can still hear me talking, but again, I'm sorry. So like I said before, AL Central is done and completed at 100%. I'm going to let you guys know where I started with this and how we got things going. Of course, I started with the Showdown here. You got to get the Showdown done. That's 15,000 Team Affinity points. And then, of course, finishing the Conquest is very rewarding as well. 25,000 Team Affinity points. And then you get packs on top of that from the Conquest map. You're going to make sure that you do both of these. Now, all the way at the bottom here, March to October. Stay away from this. Do not do this. It is way too long, and it's just not going to get you through Team Affinity fast at all. March to October, just stay away from it. Yeah, we're going right above that. Exchanges. I completed the first one. I know most people say don't do exchanges, which I do agree, but for me, I like to just do the first one. As you can see here, there's 3 different tiers, and each tier gets larger. For the first tier, it's only 100,000, and then the next one's 200,000, the next one's 400,000. 2 and 3 is a little bit too much for me. I just did tier 1, and all I redeemed, I think it was just a bunch of golds and some silvers. So yes, if you guys are going to do the exchange, just do the first one. And then going to the top here, moments. Do these. They're usually very easy. As you can see here, all of these are on veteran difficulty, and they're very easy challenges. So you get 1,000 each right here. So that equals out to 5,000 Team Affinity rewards. You're going to want to do your moments. And then we jump into the missions. Now, this is a very important part of this Team Affinity, as we're going to see missions throughout the entire year. Let's start with the PXP team build. If you guys are unfamiliar with that, PXP is right in the middle. It's basically just XP for a specific player. So we'll start with the team build here. This is PXP for any player that played for these teams. Now, these are repeatable, so you can keep doing this over and over. I like to kind of just let this one play itself out, because as you can see here, the henchman missions are all players that played for those specific teams. So these will kind of just play themselves out. You're going to complete these a couple times. I think I completed the Guardians maybe twice. I know I did the Twins one once, and each time you complete those, it's going to be 5,000 Team Affinity rewards. And also, if you go into the Captain Stat missions, this is not PXP. These are specific stats that they need to get these missions done. And these are all of the captains that come from the Team Affinity. So every time you unlock one of these, there's going to be a specific stat line that you have to complete. And they're all very easy. So each one of these are 3,500 Team Affinity points. And like I said, they're very easy. 10 hits with Miggy. 9 innings pitched with Zach Greinke, and then 3 saves with Liam Hendricks, and then 12 strikeouts with Bieber, and then of course 5 extra base hits with Byron Buxton. And then of course, last but not least, the henchman missions. I completed every single one of these except for Fulmer. You could get away with completing the whole Team Affinity without completing one of these guys. So if there's one that you see in here that you don't want to do, you can go ahead and skip that. Now, all of these missions that you're seeing here, I completed all of these PXP missions, the stat missions, all that stuff. I completed it in mini seasons and conquest. I didn't get any of this PXP or missions done through rank seasons or events, so you don't have to play online. You can see right here that all of this can be completed through one-on-one ranked battle royale events, play versus CPU, mini seasons, and conquest. So the easiest way to get these done is playing single player, conquest, mini seasons, all that good stuff. So with that being said, I always make sure that I make a separate tab in my managed squad here, and for me it is called grind. Basically what grind is, that's going to be my separate lineup for specific players that I need to grind for PXP or missions, whatever it may be. So I'll click on that here. As you can see here, I'm trying to get the World Baseball Classic program finished here, so I got a couple of those players in here. Every single one of these players serve a purpose in what I'm grinding for. So what I'm saying is, when you guys jump into your missions, you're trying to complete these missions in PXP and all that stuff, make sure you're setting your lineup to that specific build that you're trying to grind out. And last but not least, the very best way to grind Team Affinity is mini seasons voucher exchange. So here we are at the mini seasons voucher exchange. This is repeatable. Obviously, you can do the Team Affinity mini seasons as many times as you want to get these vouchers. I completed my mini seasons one time. It is very time consuming. That is the worst part about it, but it did take me about 4 hours to get it done in total, but it is worth it at the end. I did get a total of 10 of these vouchers, and look how much that is worth. If we look here, for 5,000 it's 20,000 Team Affinity points, and then for another 5 vouchers you get another 20,000. So I got a total of 40,000 Team Affinity points just for grinding the mini seasons one time. So honestly, if you had enough time, you could just do mini seasons like 2 or 3 times and have the entire Team Affinity done. That might be the best way, but it is also very time consuming and very boring. I'm a very impatient person, so I only did mini seasons once, but as you can see, I've already completed this at 100% just by doing it once and then doing everything else around it. But I wanted to show you guys this because this is a very common complaint with mini seasons, that it is very boring and it's just way too long of a process, and it's a total of 28 games. That's a lot of games to play, which I do agree with, but there is a workaround here. I'm going to show you guys what I did to get through this Team Affinity season quick as possible. So if I hit X on the Team Affinity season 1, it's going to show me all of my goals for this particular season. This is the #1 thing that you guys are going to want to look at when you jump into mini seasons. You're going to make sure that these challenges are complete. You're going to make sure that you complete every single one of these, because a lot of these give really good rewards, and they also give you the, as you can see right here, if you make the playoffs, you get 3 vouchers, and then if you win, what does it say? The world is watching. If you win the semifinals, you get 3 more vouchers, and then if you win the championship, you get 4 more vouchers. So the most important thing here is to look at these challenges and make sure that you get them done. The second most important thing is to make sure that you make the playoffs. Unless there's a goal to come in first in your division, which for this one there is not, you don't have to come in first in your division. So just make sure that you make the playoffs. I think I played a total of 16 or 14 total games, something like that. It was not all 28. I made sure that I made the playoffs. I did not finish first in my division. As long as you make the playoffs, you're good. And a lot of you might be saying, you can't just sim to the next game. No, you can't. But what you can do is start up the game real quick and then just quit out immediately. You will get the loss for it, but again, you're in complete control of this season. You're going to win all the games that you play because you're going to be playing on rookie, veteran, whatever. You're going to get easy W's. You're going to be able to win whenever you want. So you're going to be able to control that entire division. So if you're, 3-4 games ahead and you're easily going to be making the playoffs, just quit out. Just keep quitting, and then you'll get through the season much quicker that way. And like I said before, just make sure you get these challenges done. The next thing I recommend when you guys are playing mini seasons, keep in mind this is only for next gen people. that have the stadium creator option. When I was playing in mini seasons, I made sure that I played all of my home games. I think I played maybe one away game and that was it. And I honestly probably didn't even need to do that. If you guys go into mini seasons and just play all home games, you guys will make this process much easier. You're gonna drop into stadium creator right here. And then what you're going to want to do is search for a specific stadium. This stadium was built just for mini seasons, and it's called Global Baseball League Stadium. Make sure you download this stadium. Obviously, it's max elevation. Look at the fences out there. They're about 3 feet tall. So what does that mean? You're going to be able to hit home runs very, very easy. And this fence is very, very short as well. So if you struggle at the game a little bit, I know there's a challenge in there that says that you have to win like 14 total games on All-Star. If you guys struggle with the game and you play on this stadium on All-Star, I promise you, you will get lucky, and you're gonna get easy home runs. Trust me. Like, I was hitting pop-ups that were leaving the stadium that shouldn't even be close. So make sure you find Global Baseball League Stadium. It makes mini seasons much easier. And you can get those missions done a lot quicker by playing at this stadium. So yeah, guys, that's how I grinded out Team Affinity and got the AL Central to 100% within 2 days. So I hope I helped you guys out. Again, mini seasons, I know it's boring, but I hope I made it easier for you guys with that stadium, because it does make it a little more fun and easier to grind out all those missions. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it helped. I'm out of here. Peace.